Surviving R. Kelly came on.
You gotta drop the what you call it, the hard copy beat when you say that.
Oh.
Dum, 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 dum. Oh, is that TMZ?
Yeah, it's TMZ.
They got that from hard copy.
I forgot what hard copy sound like, actually. But Surviving R. Kelly debuted earlier in the week on Lifetime. I seen the first 2 shows, first 2 days. Did you see any of it?
No.
Okay.
Don't plan on it either.
Right. But one thing that I took from Surviving R. Kelly was that there are alleged witnesses who actually saw R. Kelly have sex with Aaliyah when she was 15, I believe, 15, 16. And money, everybody has a price. Everybody.
Fact.
Even the children's victim. The children's mothers. The children's parents have a price. In 2000, I believe, he got brought to trial, and I was a young 21, I think.
2000?
I think 2000.
You wasn't 20.
Well, I graduated.
I was 13.
I graduated in 1997, so that make me 18. No,
you
my
didn't.
fault. I graduated in 2001. I started high school in 1997, so yes, you are right, which makes it even worse. I was 17, 18 around the time when the R. Kelly tape surfaced. Just, young kids, and I remember getting a hold of the tape and watching it and really just trying to see if that was him and if that was a minor. And I think we all came to the conclusion that was him and that was a minor. But at the end of the day, we just left it alone and let the justice system do whatever it is that they do. Wasn't no social media back then, really. Wasn't nothing really popping. It's nothing that you could do in New Jersey but say, hey, R. Kelly's a nasty mother, you know what. You're a nasty mother, you know what. So with that being said, and then I found out, and I don't know if you knew this, but You're Not Alone, written by R. Kelly for Michael Jackson, was about an underage girl who miscarried his child.
Woo!
So I'm really like,
Who said that and who leaked that information? How did
the
that
actual
information come?
young lady that was on the show.
It was about her?
It was about her. He got her pregnant because he used to lock these girls up and they couldn't talk to nobody, whatever. But he got her pregnant and she miscarried. And he
where was why these women were like locked up or like held in bondage or whatever? Like what was the families doing? Like it wasn't no flyers going up. They wasn't putting them on like milk cartons or nothing.
They never really talked about the families, and when they did talk about families, they were in denial. It wasn't until recently where he was holding the women hostages. You might have heard about something that happened like 2 years ago, last year. Mm-hmm. The parents actually was kicking down doors then, but in 1998 or whenever he first came out, it just seemed like none of the parents were around for these young kids. None of them. Like, so when you see these women having interviews on the show, they're basically saying their best friends were around, but nobody says nothing about mom or dad.
Right.
At all. So I can't even answer that. Like, there's a witness that says she saw her and Aaliyah having sex.
Right.
And the mother of Aaliyah has come out and said
that's
never happened. I've been on tour the whole time. And you don't, listen, rest in peace to Aaliyah, and you don't really want to get involved in that. But when your daughter fakes her age and gets married and you said that you was there the whole time, you're telling us that
you co-signed
all of that. That's basically what you're saying. Because as far as it never happening, we don't believe that. But what you are telling us is you co-signed it all. You knew your daughter was having sex with R. Kelly, and you knew your daughter got married. If you was there, I believe you. I'm just saying that you co-signed it all.
And this is one aspect of the whole scenario that kind of bothers me is that with all of these stories being told so many years later, it's hard to tell what's fabricated and what's 100% truthful. Like, it's like I'm sympathetic to the people that this happened to 100%. But if for this shit to be such a repetitive story and like, nothing's happened to him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the end goal here? Is it just to get it out there? We knew this already, but you just want the detail of it, like the hardcore full extent of it. All right, and then what? Like, how long is this R. Kelly feud going to go on? Because we've always known he's been on some bullshit. Now, with the victims telling their stories, and people going back and listening to his music to check for when he might have said something to make you go, oh shit, he been wilding. Now his music streaming is going up. You know what I'm saying?
Which I think is dumb because you can't tell from besides him calling himself the Pied Piper.
That's crazy.
Nothing else in the mute. Well, your body's calling.
Your body's calling.
I think
me.
no. Your
Oh.
what's the song? He just was like, my mind is telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think other than that, he never really had much more in detail songs about him wanting to be minors. I just think he sung them as because in the videos.
And also, Aaliyah's age ain't nothing but a number too, of course.
Right. In the videos, the women were grown, and in the songs, like who would think that You're Not Alone is about an underage child? So I think he hid his vocal, his songs.
Did Michael
very well.
Jackson know that?
I don't think Michael Jackson knew that.
Ooh, if he did, whew.
But at the end of the day, I can't say that because what I've learned that the industry is they all go after young girls. I was doing some research, and if I'm wrong, shoot me the real article. But Puff Daddy had Justin Combs. His first child was with a 16-year-old. You know, she had Justin at 16. Drake, it's been not rumored, but the video has popped up that a few years ago in 2000. So before he became Drake. He was on stage with a 17-year-old girl, grinding on her, kissed her, asked her age. She said 17, and he began kissing her again. Belle Biv DeVoe, one of them dudes like underage, adolescent, something in his song. I can go on and on. DMX, Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown was like well underage when they was writing for her, but they alleged had something going on.
Niggas fucking with underage girls ain't nothing new.
This is deep rooted in the culture, so I
and
don't.
not just the culture, just people.
You right.
Not
But
just people.
When we talk about R. Kelly though, but you're right though. I'll give you that, people, because the more I look at the whole picture, sometimes I think I'm weird. It's just like, bro, why is all of y'all, why are all of us doing this? Like nobody's. I feel like I'm like one of the only ones who try to do things the way that it was shown to them. But then you realize, damn, my idol or people I looked up to, you really did stuff like this,
Right.
and it's just like
I mean,
all of them.
The women in our own, the girls we went to high school with condone shit like this.
And
I remember being told by chicks in high school, I don't date dudes in my school. You gotta be older than me, and for her to get picked up by some 23-year-old, 24-year-old after school and shit. So now when I get older, what I feel like, shit, I gotta have a car and get a young bitch.
Yeah.
Somebody give me some attention. You know, or some shit like that. Like that's kind of what happens.
It's sad because for men it's like a form of power, because all the women were saying that R. Kelly wanted her to call him daddy, right? And I guess in his mind, you can't do that with a woman your age. Like, oh, bro, you got to earn that title. And that's all women call their man daddy under certain circumstances. But to be able to just,
You can't be young enough to be my daughter calling me daddy though. That's a little.
but
weird.
to be able to just meet you in 5 seconds flat, be like, yo, call me daddy. Now, he probably could have done any of that to any woman because he's R. Kelly, he's a star. So you could have had any woman you want, but at the end of the day, when you mentally messed up in the head and they like to talk about him being sexually abused, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what that triggers in you that makes you say, hey, since I've been abused, let me go be the abuser now.
He definitely could have found a grown woman who was into that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Off the top.
He could have found millions
He
of
could have
grown
found
women.
he could have found mad grown women who would willingly want to be his hostage. Like
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? He could. I don't know what it was with him. It's got to be something mentally off. No excuses though. That's some sick shit. That's some real sick shit. And I ain't making excuses for Robert Kelly. I'm not. But don't let Fiesta Remix come on when I'm in the building. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And that was another thing that he did. Like whenever he would have his back against the wall, he would wind up having his biggest hit. Like I Believe I Could Fly came out. You know, this was after him being married to Aaliyah. I Believe I Could Fly. And it's just like,
Space
bro,
Jam soundtrack.
this dude made I Believe I Can Fly. So anything else you got going on, forget about it. And then after the 2000 trial, he did Step in the Name of Love. You understand? So it's just like every time this guy's back was against the wall, he made the biggest songs in the world.
This is the remix of Ignition.
Man.
I fresh out the. Listen, it's fucked up what he did, right? Now, take me for example. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant's been my favorite NBA player since I've been a kid. And when he caught that sexual assault charge, I wasn't with that shit. But when his ass showed up to play in that game, I'm still Lakers. But that don't mean I condone the shit that he got going on in his personal life. I'm only interested in the aspect that I'm entertained by, which is what his profession is, basketball. I'm only entertained by what R. Kelly's profession is, which is music. Now, if he start making songs about sexually molesting 10-year-old girls or 16-year-old girls, then it's different.
But he is. It's
No.
just the songs are hidden.
Right. Well, we didn't know that. Now that is, but if it was blatantly put out there, now we enjoy the music. The music, the seed's been planted and it's already sprouted and blossomed. Like, we enjoy it now. It's stuck. When we hear it, we don't go, oh shit. Now you got to sit and think about it now. Oh shit, this nigga was talking about a goddamn teenager on the song. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But now, if he was actually blatantly saying that in his lyrics, it's like, no, we're not listening to that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what was exactly happening. So it's still kind of, you still kind of nod your head to it.
I can't agree with that.
No?
Because when Frank Ocean came out, and he never said, I don't, like the songs that he had out was just dope songs. And you had everybody saying, I can't listen to Frank Ocean because he's gay. And they felt like he was singing to a gay man. So now, if you know that R. Kelly is writing songs for underage, he can't be writing them for adult women because he don't like them. Right. So if he's writing all songs for underage girls, how can you be like, well, I don't care because he's not saying it, when Frank Ocean never said, well, not that I know, but what's the song? Do You Think About Me, the song? A Tornado. Oh, I can't listen to Frank Ocean because he's talking about men.
Nah, I actually started listening when he said he was gay. I was like, oh, this shit probably dope. I actually listened to it because he was gay, because I wanted to hear what the fuck kind of music he would make. Right. And that album was fire.
You're consistent. Okay, I'm not gonna turn Frank Ocean off because he's singing to a gay man. Don't care. The song is fire.
Right.
Okay, R. Kelly, I wish you death penalty, go to hell, and whatever case. But guess what? This music is fire.
Yeah.
But for those, let's be consistent.
Kobe Bryant, you got a sex charge, but you drop him 40. Hey man, you keep balling when you get on the court. But good luck when you go to court.
Yeah,
nigga.
right. So
You know what I'm saying?
if you was one of those people who was just like, I don't listen to Frank Ocean because he's gay, and you still want to listen to R. Kelly because he's basically writing all his songs about underage women, because obviously he don't really like older women, then hey, he ain't got to say, like his music skyrocketed on Spotify because people wanted to hear his lyrics. You're not going to hear nothing.
Right.
I really, and even though I know this, I really don't want to find out Half on the Baby was about something in particular. Like,
tell me what the deal is.
Oh my God, that's my song, son.
But just took a
I don't
little
even
turn
want,
right
but I don't want to hear it though.
Right,
I don't
yeah.
want to hear it, man.
Honestly, I'm not gonna watch the Surviving R. Kelly series because I don't want to hear those type of stories. Not that it's because of somebody's music that I enjoy. I just don't want it. Like, when it comes to women being sexually assaulted and raped and that kind of stuff, that shit is just really, really disgusting to me. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff. I don't want to be around for that type of conversation. It's just something I'm not. It's kind of hard on my ears, but I'm not gonna watch that shit, and I'm not gonna intentionally put his music on. I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go play this R. Kelly. But if it happens to come on, I'm gonna nod my head.
And while we're here, man, let's cancel Chance the Rapper. He's got to be the stupid.
Why the fuck would he say that?
He's stupid, man. Like, here's my thing.
Why the fuck would he make that comment?
All men aren't bad men, right? But I'm going to say this. Most of all the men that gets all these opportunities are fucking assholes, man. Stupid. Chance, how old is Chance the Rapper?
I don't know.
He can't be older than
honestly.
me. He can't be older than me. It's no way that when you heard about allegations about R. Kelly, you actually felt like you didn't believe them because they were black women. You are being programmed. That's how stupid you are. You are programmed to say that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I don't believe R. Kelly because those are black women. Bruh, it's the overall narrative, and we need to take care of black women. But bruh, none of us was sitting here on some, man, those are black women.
We don't believe them.
We don't believe them because they're black.
No.
Son.
No.
Yo, son.
Not one time.
Not one time, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yes, when you draw,
you really couldn't come. Like, your team couldn't like feed you nothing better to say than that. Like, why the fuck would you say that? Like, really, I'm super. You fucked up with that one, bro. Like,
people draw the narratives together when they say, "Yo, Bill Cosby only's in jail because of white women." You go, "Damn, you might be right." Like, people got to point that out to you. But ain't no way was I sitting around like, I'm going to still listen to R. Kelly because all he did was rape Black girls.
It was only black girls. What's the big deal?
Who says that? Nobody.
I don't
Yo, get Chance the Rapper out of here, man. These dudes is weirdos, man, for real.